Okay, so I just finished writing the script for After Endor, and now I am going to be setting up my microphone and getting ready to record some lines. And then hopefully soon this week we can start setting up a set and get filming. So yeah. Okay, so for recording voices and audio, I use a Aston Stealth microphone, which is connected to a Scarlett 2x2 Focusrite into the computer, and then I use Adobe Audition to record the lines. And yeah, that's how I record lines. Filming the hologram scenes are separately done with a green screen background on my iPad, and then just got some sticky tack and duct tape to keep the green bricks down so that I can easily key it out in After Effects, and I'll show you that later. So I'm doing some camera movement for this shot here. I'm trying a new technique where I'm using the webcam attached to a scissor arm mic stand, and it actually helps it to move a lot smoother. The camera basically has to move every frame very slowly, like about there. I'm kind of using these studs to kind of be my guide to tell me how far I should move the camera, but it's so subtle, I just kind of nudge it very carefully. So the first shot you see in the brick film is the one with the Star Destroyer floating in space, and how I did that was by hanging my set on a mic stand with fishing line and then using two lights, one there and one here. So the first one here is to act as the sun pointing in this direction to give that backlight to it. And then this light acts as a fill light just to give a bit of lighting onto the front of the Star Destroyer. So right now what I'm trying to do is shoot a clip that is the Stormtrooper looking out into space from the window of the Star Destroyer. And I've been struggling to figure out how to get that. So now I'm kind of at the point where I'm just gonna have to kind of build the whole side of the Star Destroyer. So I'll have this kind of like tilted up a bit and then maybe shoot it from an angle like this, but we'll see. I spent like the last hour trying to figure out how to make this look decent. Lighting seems to be pretty good. I like where it's headed. Got it on a boom stand here, a mic boom stand, and then this light pointing at the set. And then I just need to add some like background here onto the Stormtrooper so that there's a bit of background where he is. Okay, so this is attempt 2 of trying to light and shoot this scene. I've got the Lume Cube pointed in here. I've got this desk lamp now moved to the desk, shining on this. So instead of there being the backlight on here, I've just got two lights pointing in the right direction. Not sure why I didn't do that in the first place, but this is a shot that I've got so far. We'll shoot it quickly and see if it works. So a couple years ago, I bought this webcam to try out with future stop motions, and I've been using it for the first few scenes here of the brick film. I've liked it. It's good to get in close to the figures and scenes, but the only problem is that it lacks in quality when you have to zoom in. So I went back to my old Canon T5i, and I think I'm gonna continue using this one because it just has better quality. So I'll use this probably for close-up shots that are stationary and wider shots, and then maybe use this one for when I need to get up close and it's an action sequence. I just lost all of the shots I made for this clip here, where it is the Stormtrooper diving and shooting the rebels. So that sucks. I just spent the last like probably half an hour, 45 minutes, no, about an hour trying to figure out how to frame the shot, how to get it to work, the blocking for it. And I think because I switched cameras halfway through shooting, it made my software crash. So this is why you save and you export things before you switch things out if you don't know how it's going to work out. It's time to see if I have enough gray bricks to build a whole hanger across three walls. So we are about halfway, maybe under halfway of gray bricks left. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way across here. So we will have to experiment and try this out. It's a long process, but it'll look good with the U-wing sitting in the middle of it or something. So, well, would you look at that? I was able to build a whole hanger with 3 walls all the way around at a decent height as well, and enough bricks to maybe finish off this part here where the door is going to go. And I think there's about 1,300 total gray bricks. We've got some lights in the U-wing there to just kind of help add some extra lighting to the shot. That is also sticky tack to the floor so that in case I bump it, it doesn't move, and same with the U-wing. And then I got the power thing all just tucked in nicely back there behind the U-wing, so you won't see it in the shot. So in the last clip, you saw that I was using a green brick to use as a light source for the U-wing inside there. But I decided to swap it up because I didn't like the color of the brick with the blue lights I'm using here. I was able to get a brick connected to the top of the U-wing because it was a lot smaller than the green one, and it looks a lot better with the U-wing like that, so I'm happy with that. More often than not, I find that whenever I build sets and then I have characters coming into the set through a door, I always forget to build the background or like the scene or the setting behind them. In this case, it's a hallway. That puts a whole stop on filming. I have to build a quick little background or wall so that when the stormtrooper walks through the door here and it opens up, it's not just a random emptiness crap here. So when it comes to the shot list, I just put it all in the Notes app on my computer so that I have a bit more of a description as to what each shot will look like and who's in it. If you look at the shot here, you've got a little bit of that warm light on his arm and shoulder kind of, and then right on his face almost too. So it's helpful because it helps separate the figure from the background because his helmet is gray and so is the background here. Having that little extra bit of backlight to your subject really helps him stand out more. To create the explosion effect, I used cotton balls and my phone to create the entire effect. So each frame I would add cotton balls to the shot. This is a free app called Screenlight, and you can change the hue, you can change the saturation, the brightness, and it works great with this because you can just go between red, yellow, orange and make an explosion effect. I would have liked to have had some lights directly inside the explosion cotton balls there, but I happen to have this phone camera adapter thingy, and I just shot the light down onto the explosion there, and it actually turns out pretty decently. So I rigged my camera to point down and then have the lights facing directly onto the explosion area there. Today, I'm gonna go hard on getting as much shots filmed as I can because I'm moving about 3 weeks and I don't wanna have to take apart this entire set, dismantle it, and then put it back together again once I'm established in my new home. So today we are going to be shooting as much as we can and getting a lot of clips done. I'm now filming the ship taking off from the hangar, and how I'm doing that is by raising it up one stud at a time using transparent studs, and then also using transparent 1x2 bricks to hold it up. So that's what it looks like kind of from the bottom. You shouldn't be able to see it too badly in the shot because there's not much light going on there. I'm testing now to see how this works, and hopefully it, does the job. This is the last shot for the brick film, and it's just going to be the cockpit for the U-wing. I've got some lights going on here. I've got the blue light, which is a stud underneath this white piece here. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, there it is. It fits nicely underneath this white piece, and then I have the green one here to provide some more lighting. And then this yellow brick was also inside the U-wing from the last shot, last sequence. I had put it inside there, so same brick. So that's it for this behind the scenes video of After Endor. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything I missed in the behind the scenes that you wanted to see that I did not cover, please leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to respond to you and explain how I did it. But other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.